How do you find the best racket for you? Well, in this video, we'll teach you everything you need to know. So there's a few things that we need to go over when choosing the right rackets. For each brand, usually each brand has different series of rackets. And then within each series, they have different quality of rackets. And then within each racket, you have to break down the weight, the material, the flex, and the feel. Let's talk about the different series of rackets that every brand has. Yonex has it, Victor has it. Every racket brand usually has their series of rackets, right?
So we've got 3 series as of now. We've got the Thruster series,
the Aura Speed,
and the Drive X.
Yes. Aura Speed is the one. This one is more for speed, right?
Speed.
It's
so
in the
if
name.
you've got faster drives, it's good for net play. It's more double track, I would say.
Yonex or other racket equivalents is the Nano Flare. For the Thruster, that's their power and smash racket.
It's a head-heavy racket. Most of the Thruster series are head-heavy, so it's good for big smashes, good for singles.
And the Yonex comparison of that would be the Astrox. And then we have the Drive X racket, which is supposed to be a more well-rounded.
It's more even balanced racket. So between those two.
So the first thing you need to do when choosing a racket is choosing which type do you want? Do you want a speed racket? Do you want a smash racket? Or do you want a balanced racket, right? So why don't we try out these 3 rackets, and then first we'll see for us which racket between these 3 types of series we prefer. I'm gonna start with the Drive X Metallic, so the all-rounder racket. This is supposed to be a smash racket, and this is supposed to be an all-around racket. We're gonna be using these shuttles that Victor provided for us. They are NCS new Carbon Sonic synthetic shuttles. It feels like it's made of styrofoam. I'm doubtful about this, but let's give it a try. So this racket right now, just from swinging, it feels a little bit light for me, but I wouldn't mind using this. Let's give it a try. This racket is not bad. It's a little bit on the lighter side, but it still feels pretty good. Whoa. Oh, this racket's pretty good. Nice, I like that. Okay, let's switch. So let me try this.
The only weird thing that I feel about this racket is, like this particular racket, is the red and black part. Like once I look at this and once I turn it, I feel like one side is bigger than the other.
You have the OCD about the colors. Okay, so I just tried the Drive X rackets. This one, I feel, is a little bit lighter for me for singles, but this one is actually good for me for doubles because it's not too light, but not too heavy.
It's an even balanced racket.
So for me, my double style is more like, it's all around. I smash and then I drive. So this is a good racket. Let me try this Thruster, which is supposed to be more attacking style for singles. And one quick note about this bird. This bird is actually not bad. I would say it's worse than a feather bird, but better than a plastic bird. So I think it's an okay in-between alternative. All right, try some drives. Oh yeah. Oh, I like this. Oh wow. This bird's actually pretty good. Wait, this bird could be as good as a feather bird. Okay, this is good. So between the Thruster and the Drive, the smash versus the all-around, the Thruster is what I'm going to use for singles, right? And then the Drive is what I'm going to use for doubles. We still have to try the Aura Speed. And remember, right now, these are our personal preferences. You should take our approach on how to choose the rackets and choose for yourself. This doesn't feel lighter than the Drive X. Oh, it is lighter. It's lighter once you swing it. This bird's actually getting better and better. I'm liking this bird more and more. Depends on the price point. I actually might buy this bird. So right now, if it was me between the Aura Speed and the Drive X, I would prefer the Drive X more. But after I use this, because I feel this is slightly a little better quality.
Better quality?
Yeah, so this one feels more compact than this.
Okay.
But if we were just to choose purely type, I use the Thruster, which is the smash racket for singles.
Yeah.
I use the Drive X all-around racket for doubles. And then I would not use the aura speed. Now that we know how to choose the types of rackets, right?
Yeah.
Between the three, so every brand's gonna all have their types. Now within each series of types of rackets, they have their line of rackets.
They have different features.
Yeah, so this is the thruster
Series.
Now we have to think about all of these are thruster rackets. So
Yeah.
which racket in the thruster series do we want? So there's a few components to consider. Each series usually has a cheap to expensive option.
Expensive, yeah.
So the first thing we need to do coming in is choose which is a good price point for you.
Yeah.
Right? So a lot of the times, amateur players don't actually need these rackets, skill-wise.
true.
You purchase it because it makes you feel good, but not because you need it.
Yeah.
Most amateur players, if they purchase the intermediate price range racket, it's already good enough.
Yeah.
And then I would say the entry-level racket
That's
is just
good.
for
Beginners who just
really
start playing.
beginners. Yeah. When you look at a racket, there's a few things we need to consider. One is the head weight, one is the material and the stiffness,
Yeah.
and one is the feel in your hand. Okay,
Yeah.
so let's compare going from our lowest price all the way to our highest price. With our $80 lightweight, one thing we feel is it's still head heavy,
Yeah.
but it's a little bit lighter than the.
It is
yeah.
quite like it's
Yeah.
5U.
This is 5U.
Yeah.
Let's look at the flex point. It is flexing about here, but also it's super bendable.
Yeah.
So one thing we're gonna see from cheaper racks to more expensive is as it gets
More expensive, it gets much stiffer.
stiffer, right? And why it gets stiffer is stiffer if you have proper power generation, it helps you generate power.
Yeah.
But if you don't have proper generation, it actually doesn't help,
Yeah.
right? And this hand feel feels okay, but so if we talk about the physics of what hand feel is, it's pretty much a axis motion tilting, right?
Yeah.
So this right now, it feels like it's a little bit more on this side, but this side is a little bit heavy.
Heavier.
Yeah, I would say even for a head-heavy racket, a really good racket should feel balanced.
More balanced.
Yeah. We'll review both of these first.
That's the $80 and this is the 150,
Uh-huh.
but this comes in a plastic version.
Right. Let's look at the 150 real quick first. So
It's
Okay.
much better.
it's much better in terms of balance. I can feel the balance actually shifted more to the grip. So
Okay.
this one was way too head-heavy.
Yeah.
This one is a little bit grip-heavy now. And then it's a little bit stiffer
Slight,
than
yeah,
before.
head, yeah.
So let's give these two a try. Let's try some drives. Smash. This is so much better than that one. Smash. So for this right now, this $80 one, it's way too loose for me.
Too light.
Yeah, my power
Yeah.
generation is not compact in here, okay? This one is a lot more compact than this, but still not compact enough for
For
me.
us.
Yeah. So let's move forward with our final high-end rackets.
We've tried this. It's the thruster Yuga.
Yeah, this is the thruster Yuga, and this is the thruster Taisu
Taisu
Ying,
yeah.
right? So these both come in at around $270.
$70.
So this is their top of the line thrusters. Now, when we have two things at the same price points, then it starts to become more about preference, right? Because material is all gonna be top end. It's
Yeah.
gonna be slight changes. Let's compare these two rackets. So why don't we give this a swing? So I feel this racket is a little bit lighter than this
Lighter?
racket. Yes, definitely. That
Because
racket.
this is 4U and that is 3U, so that's
Okay.
5 grams more heavy.
Second, let's compare the flex points. This one is not super stiff, but you can tell there's a lot more bounce back, so it does have more stiffness. So this flex point is more near the top. This one bends more, but it comes back a lot faster. This one, it bends a little bit less, but it comes back a little bit slower.
Slower, yeah.
Yeah. So let's try these two rackets. I'm curious which one is better for us.
Okay.
Oh wow, this is great. Oh, this is so much better. My
Better?
shots are so compact. Wow.
Smash.
Whoa. Wow. Whoa. This is great. I love this. I'm pretty sure both of these are gonna have super compact.
Yeah.
Because the material is so good. You can feel the material actually absorb all the power into the shuttle. Oh, wow. Between these two rackets, they're both really good.
They're both
I can
good,
feel
yeah.
it. Like the material absorbs all the power.
Yeah.
A cheaper racket versus expensive racket, like the technology
there's a
is
big
there.
difference.
Now the difference between these two rackets, I would say majority is just the weight.
Weight.
So which one would you prefer out of these two?
This one.
Still the heavier one?
Yeah.
I think for me, if I was to own a racket,
Yeah.
I would prefer this one a little bit more.
Even though it's the same price.
Yes, even though it's the same price, because this racket is a little bit too heavy for me to play doubles, especially in the front. And in the mix, it might still be a little bit uncomfortable for me. I need to do a little bit more weight training. But this one, I feel like because right now I'm retired, I don't play competitively, right?
Yeah.
I need to be able to play everything. So this Taizu Ying one is compact for me, and I can play all three events using this racket. So yeah, this one is the one for me, that one is the one for you.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's do a recap of how we chose the different rackets. First, we chose the different types of rackets, right? Each
We have
brand will have
three,
their three types. So here we have the thruster attacking, the aura speed, which is speed, and then the drive X, which is all around.
Yeah.
For us, we both preferred the thruster.
Yeah.
So we decided to compare rackets within the thruster line.
Yeah.
Right? Now within the thruster line, first we compared rackets at different price points, ranging from 80, 150 to both at 270.
270, yeah.
For both of us, the 80 and 150, we didn't get enough of a compact feeling, so we had to play with the 270.
Yeah.
But I would say for most of them, if they wanted just the best value to performance, a $150 to $200 Canadian racket is good enough for them, right? But now, for us, once we've reached a 270, pretty much this is the top tier, right? There's also options within the top tier. So this is the Taizu Ying, this is the
Li
Li
Zijia.
Zijia. The material is all great. The racket is already perfect. For me, this one was better because I want a racket I can play all three events with. And for you as a singles,
No, I
primarily
play
for-
single stand doubles, but I usually use the same racket.
That's how you choose a racket for yourself. Of course, all of this is your personal preferences, and these happen to be our personal preferences.
It is now time to announce the winner of our Victor Drive X Metallic Tin Racket giveaway. Congratulations to this person. Now, we do sneak in random giveaways in all of our videos, so if you want to win some of these giveaways, make sure you're liking, commenting, and subscribing, and watching every video.
And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and check out this video.